we will do a quick overview of the anatomy of the uterus. The uterus, or womb, which you see highlighted in green on this image of the female pelvis, is a hollow hormone-responsive reproductive sex organ in the female pelvis that measures approximately 8 centimeters in length. It lies dorsocranially on the bladder. It is surrounded by circumjacent connective tissue called the perimetrium, which is part of the visceral peritoneum. The peritoneum covers the uterus almost completely, except the ventral part of the cervix, and it forms 2 recesses. Ventrally, the vesicouterine pouch, and dorsally, the rectouterine pouch, or pouch of Douglas. On either side of the uterus, the peritoneum folds over itself and forms a double layer called the broad ligament. The uterus is divided into the cervix, isthmus, and corpus. The cervix lies adjacent to the isthmus subperitoneally, meaning it is not covered by the peritoneum and connects the uterine cavity to the lumen of the vagina. It is approximately 2.5 centimeters long. The cervical canal has 2 orifices, the internal orifice, which is the opening into the uterus, and the external orifice, opening into the vagina that is covered with vaginal epithelium. The isthmus is about a 1 centimeter long narrow passage connecting the cervix and the body of the uterus. The corpus or body lies intraperitoneally and has a triangle-shaped lumen through its connection to the isthmus and both fallopian tubes. In most women, the corpus is bent forward against the cervix at the isthmus, known as anteflexion, and the long axis of the uterus is inclined towards the vagina, known as anteversion. The shape and size can vary depending on age, number of pregnancies, and hormonal status. The base of the uterus is called the fundus. The uterus is supplied by the uterine artery, a branch of the internal iliac artery, and uterine branches of the ovarian artery, which is a branch of the abdominal aorta. The venous drainage of the uterus is carried out by the uterine venous plexus, shown here in green, into the internal iliac vein. The sympathetic supply of the uterus is derived from the inferior hypogastric plexus. Parasympathetic supply is derived from S2 to S4 sacral nerves. All vessels and nerves run through the lateral ligaments, a broad duplication of the peritoneum connecting the lateral wall of the uterus with the pelvic wall. The uterus plays an important role in human reproduction. It is the organ where the implantation and nourishment of the fertilized ovum takes place. Through muscle contraction, it helps push the baby out at the time of delivery.